Well, good morning, everybody. Happy almost end of 2016. Bring on 2017. I think we're pretty much all ready for that. Um, and again, this next year is going to be what we make it. So be positive and uh, learn. Hopefully, we'll learn as much as we can and grow even more. So anyway, trying to fight off a head cold today, but I still want to have a thought on my way to work, which today is on going against the grain. um, People, I know some of my friends think, well, that's pretty appropriate, Alicia, because you can be a rebel at times, which I can. I own that. But why today's thought on going against the grain is something that I think we need to talk about is because, um, you know, sometimes we have to go against the grain as far as not just doing everything that everybody else is doing and, just getting into a pattern, and because it's easy and you don't have to think because somebody else has done the thinking for you. And there's nothing wrong with sometimes getting in line like a herd of cattle to do something. Nothing wrong with being a follower, not a leader. Nothing wrong with that at all. There are times in our lives that's what it calls for, and to get in line and to be a part of something and go with the flow. Absolutely. But then again, there are certain times in our lives that we need to go against the grain, make a stand. Stand up for the little guy, stand up for oppressive situations, stand up for animals or children or whatever the case may be. And that means sometimes we have to go against the grain about what society may tell us, or what a group as a whole may tell us. If there's something that you are impassioned about, and it's different from somebody in a group or this or that or whatever, sometimes it's okay that you share your difference of opinion or your clarity on an issue that may be totally different from somebody else's, and you work together, and you can still go against the grain, but still work with somebody else, whether it's a group, an individual, or whatever, to get a goal accomplished. But don't squelch your truth. Don't squelch or minimize what's important to you just to fit in. So while it's important to have goals met and the final outcome of any situation, it's also important that we stand up for something as opposed to get run over by everything. And sometimes that means going against the grain to make a difference, to make a stand, to be heard, to provocate for things that we need to get action taken. And so it's a fine line, but be sure to if you do go against the grain, make sure you do it with some forethought. Do it with do it legally, of course, and mindfully, and convey what your message is, and do it in the right way where maybe people will want to get on board, as opposed to thinking that you're just the odd man out. So again, it's about making change, and sometimes that means we have to go against the grain as far as the majority in order for what we need to get heard, in order for change or a movement to be taken place. Because sometimes just being a follow the leader, you may not get the results you want either. So don't be afraid to make a stand. Don't be afraid to speak up for what's right. Don't be afraid to say what's on your heart, and do so with respect and dignity in the process. Be sure to hear other people's opinions out as well. But don't be, if you're doing it from the right place and the right heart, and you're conscientious to your point of what you're trying to achieve, that goes a long way. And sometimes people could be swayed by what they may have thought was totally outlandish by you, how you present it. So don't feel bad about going against the grain at times. Don't feel bad about being a follow the leader either. So, but only you can decide that. You've got free will to decide what's important and what isn't, or what needs change, or what things you could live with that don't require change. But again, don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. That's super important. That could help you in whatever cause that impassions you in attaining goals, and to help others along the way with theirs as well. So anyway, that's my thought. Hope you have a great day. Keep well. This weather's making everybody sick, I think. So always thank you all for listening. Thank you for being animal advocates. Thank you for cross-posting and getting on board and helping and volunteering and donating to not only Downey Ferry Animal Commission, but to the rescues, the Dog Project, Dallas Dogger, to Take Me Home Pet Rescue, to Huey's Foundation in California. The list goes on. So SPCA, HSNT as well. So thank you all. Have a great day. Onward and upward. And don't be afraid to go against the grain if it's going to make a difference, okay? And keep at it. So talk at you later. Have a great day.